this equinox is massive because it involves at least the earth and the sun. Maybe it's more than that, but at least the earth and the sun. I mean, just think about that, right? So here we are, us, little people walking on the planet, and the earth and the sun are doing this dance. So this is like a natural, profound thing that's happening. And, it's the biggest thing happening. So if you're not aware that there's an equinox, or you're vaguely aware that there's an equinox, and you don't really realize it means everything's got a chance to rebalance itself right now. If you don't know that, then you just go along with your day, sort of imposing on top of nature what you think is important. And I think that's like what we do all the time. And so this is kind of cool for us because we've kind of learned to shift our thinking to appreciate that these deep natural patterns can guide us. Like if we appreciate that our bodies are moving into a state of some kind of balance on the time of the equinox, everything inside has an opportunity to balance.
Yeah.
Then if we can join that, which is I think what you were saying, if we can join that, that's amazing. But we can also decide not to join it, to ignore it, and then we'll go along like our man-made path.
Mhm.
And it will happen anyway, but we'll go somewhere else. And if we continue to do that, if we continue to go on a path, our own path that's separate from nature's way, eventually that's going to show up in some kind of condition
Mhm.
because we're not paying attention to the way the natural order of things is expressing itself. That's what I think is cool about this time because it's so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think as I was listening to you, I was having some thoughts about how that's the conversation we've been having so much over this last several weeks, is that when we are in alignment, when we find our alignment, with our mind, body, and spirit, in Taoist tradition, we would also see ourselves as a part of this bigger picture, right? That we all have a purpose in this bigger picture.
Mhm.
So that as the earth and the sun are doing this thing, I often call it a dance too. That's why I laughed. And as they're doing this dance, right, we can also like find our own rhythm of, like we could say, oh, wait, there's a big thing. There's a big energy shift happening.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what does that feel like in me? Because if, we can take some knowledge and wisdom from this Taoist tradition, we would say then, oh, so now it's like, oh, that's something I can do too, right? Like nature is like our role model in a lot of ways. So
Yeah, Master Lu says nature is our master,
yes.
right? So that nature is the master.